Hey friends, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I am doing a roller set today because I love them so much. I like the way my hair responds to them, and I've gotten some really great feedback from you all, from my viewers. So let's keep the party going with roller sets. I'm using the orange magnetic rollers, and I got these from my beauty supply store. So you have the roller and then the clip that you secure your hair with. And y'all, these are so inexpensive. I got these from my beauty supply store for $1.99 and you get 6. So if you go to look for them, they're the snap-on magnetic rollers and they're very easy to use. This is a large size, but they actually come larger. I've had some black ones, which is a step or two above these orange ones. But here's what we're using. My last roller set, I did the traditional roller set, just kind of like the mohawk rollers, the rollers in a mohawk fashion going down the center of my head from my forehead to my nape area, and then with rollers on the sides. And that works fine, but I wear a side part, either my left or my right. And what I'm doing today in this roller set, I'm going to go ahead and put my part in. And instead of doing that mohawk roller set, I'm going to have them go here down the side and here down the side. So that way, hopefully my hair will set that way and stay, because before I had to put my part in. And I made it work, but I'm just trying something different today. This will be a talk through or talk over video with some nice little music, because I have to concentrate when I'm doing my hair and I distract myself. So let's get started installing these rollers. Oh, and I'm using my Tropical Roots moisturizing sculpting foam. I can't talk today. And this is by Bronner Brothers, and it's supposed to be no flaking, long-lasting hold, adds shine, and seals moisture. So we'll see. All right, so I'm just spritzing my hair with some water. What you don't want to do is try to do a roller set on dry hair. The wetter it is, in my experience, the better my roller set will come out. Now that's with the exception of sponge rollers and sometimes even flexi rods. If your hair is already in a wavy or curly state, I think it's okay to do a flexi rod set to preserve your style on dry hair. But anyhow, so I've sectioned my hair and I'm starting to put in my magnetic rollers. How do y'all feel about end wraps? So I'm pretty old school, and I grew up using end wraps on my hair. Wrap papers, end wraps, whatever you may be used to referring to them as, but I call them end wraps. You can find them at the beauty supply store. I swear you get like 1,000 of them for just a couple of dollars, and they'll last you a long time. I use end wraps always when I do a perm rod set, because I just feel like my ends I have fine hair and my ends are so, I feel like they are and can be so fragile. I don't want them to get tangled or stuck on the perm rod. Now when it comes to this case, I'm using larger rollers. I don't have that worry so much about my hair getting stuck. I just want my ends to be smooth. And I started off, I think I used end wraps just on this one side, and then I gave up. So anyway, choice is yours. You can use them or not use them. Like I said, I know end wraps were very popular back in the day. And since I don't go to the salon to get a professional roller set, I don't know how popular they are these days. But a tip I'll give you, when you are installing rollers, whichever kind of rollers you use, whenever you're installing them, separate your hair first and separate it into sections, so that way it'll be easier for you. Hair won't get in the way or get pulled into the roller. That just works for me. get you some clips or get the hair, put it into a bantu knot. Just do something to section off your hair, and that way, you know, you'll have less fuss with your hair. I'll put it that way. Oh, y'all, look, I got me a new brush. I got my new detangler brush. It's from Red, and I like it. I've gone through about 3 detangling brushes, and the first 2 I tried, the handles were too short, and I ended up just throwing them away. They worked okay, but they weren't comfortable in my hand. But let's get back to the roller set. So if you have longer hair, then of course I would recommend larger rollers like the orange ones I'm using. And like I said, this isn't even the largest size. And if you have shorter hair, it's probably best to use the smaller size rollers and then just play with them. I've seen videos where ladies have used various sizes of rollers just to get those real cute funky curls that aren't the same size all over, and I think that's really neat. But for this video, I'm using all the same color, and I'm hoping for some super juicy, bouncy, shiny curls. So I'll let you finish watching the video. I do hope you enjoy it, and if you want to see more roller set videos, just let me know. I aim to please. At this point, I have dry curls. I set into the dryer for about an hour and a half, and I really just wanted to make sure my hair was completely dry, and it was. Another tip when using any kind of rollers, make sure your hair is all the way dry, because if not, you will get, it just won't come out right. Your style won't last, your curls will flop, they may get frizzy, and that's just not what you want. You spend all this time putting the rollers in, putting your product in, and then not letting your hair completely dry. And you don't want to do that. So make sure your hair is all the way dry. Do some spot checks on rollers in various sections of your hair just to make sure it's all good. But yeah, I'm happy. My hair has the bounce in it, that spring in the curl, and that lets me know it is all the way dry. And guys, look, I am the lady next door who just loves doing her hair. I always have since I was a young teenager. So this is fun for me. And as you can see, or as you saw, my rollers were in and they looked okay. They look fine, but up close, they weren't perfect. And I still have these amazing curls. Oh my gosh, look at them. So my point in telling you all of this is, if you are new to doing roller sets, don't be hard on yourself if your hair doesn't come out right the first time. I don't focus on getting my parts straight with my roller sets. I just want to have all the hair on a roller. And be sure that when you do put your rollers on, you don't try not to have hair spilling off the edges of your rollers, because that hair is not going to be pulled taut. It's just going to be freestanding there by itself, and it's probably going to frizz up a little bit. It won't be smooth like the rest of your hair. So I think those are the main things when doing roller sets. Section off your hair, just to give yourself a little peace of mind, and you won't be accidentally pulling hair from one section to another. And make sure that your roller is wider than the section of hair that you're using, and you should be okay. Look at the shine on these curls. I know you see it, because I see it, and the camera sees it too. And it looked just as amazing in person.